Oh. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, I'm Fat Sajak, and I just tried to record this video earlier and I didn't like it, so I stopped. That's gonna be the title of my autobiography. Emotional Support Laundry is hanging out, doing its thing. This week featuring Hanger, special guest. Love that for us. Check it out. Here we are. Here. Who's we? Oh my god. I'm glad you're here and you look great. Is that a new hairstyle? It looks really good. Today is a special day. It's not. We're just gonna talk about some TikTok news. So let's create a title card for that. Let's get into the TikTok news. Let's talk about Mama Tot really quick. Mama Tot uploaded this TikTok about the victims of Hurricane Helene.
You ain't mad? Cause I'm mad as hell. You know that mad that you just get so angry that you just cry about it? You're so mad you just cry about it. That's how mad I am. Like, they have lost everything. Everything. Imagine walking outside of your house and seeing nothing that you ever worked hard for, just gone. I've seen houses just completely just slide down the mountain. I'm seeing people making videos because they can't find family members. How are they supposed to apply for something if they don't have electricity that does not get their baby fed in this moment? Like, the job they had, the building is gone. Like, how is nobody mad? I'm so fucking mad.
So this talk went up and people were pissed. In fact, the search bar option was Mama Tot MAGA rant. And I kept looking for the MAGA rant and I couldn't find it. I did, however, find the street race. It is over there right now. So people were pissed that Mama Tot, they were led to essentially believe that Mama Tot was riding on this level of misinformation, that FEMA was not going to be providing more than $750 to individuals who were affected by Hurricane Helene, which is factually untrue. It was $750 as basically interim money while these people essentially waited for the actual aid. There have been a lot of takes about this. A lot of really interesting ones, because if you don't know Mama Tot's type of content, what she creates is basically safe space. I'll sit with you, let's have a meal together, everything's gonna be okay, I love you, you're loved, you're safe, type of content. And she has built a massive platform off of this idea of being so open and kind. She also does little product reviews here and there and little sort of slice of life stuff. But what she's known for are those videos where she is comforting you and all of that. It's understandable that a lot of her audience kind of cultivated this sort of parasocial relationship because that is what her channel is, right? It's kind of POV comfort, if you will. Hang on, I need some Waterloo. Mama Tot was getting called out left and right for supporting Trump, which she has never outright said that she supports Trump, but because that TikTok received such backlash and she said nothing about it, the only thing people had to go off of was reading between the lines. They see her complaining about what sounds like misinformation spread about FEMA. They run with it because it's all they have, right? So a lot of people were really, really hurt, and I guess understandably so, because again, she cultivated this sort of one-on-one experience with her audience. People from communities, specifically like the LGBTQ plus community, which she's been very vocal about supporting in the past, were incredibly hurt because, they thought that she was not only an ally, but she voted as an ally. Basically, everything since then has just been like a downward spiral. She basically made a video clarifying what she meant and centered herself in it fully. She was called in by one of her mutuals, who is a trans creator, Mercury Stardust, and she basically was like, hey, I know you keep saying like you're not political, but you are political. You have helped out the LGBTQ plus community, help raise funds for gender affirming care. You have, you have given your support for these things. You could be using your platform to make this change that you're so angry about. And then Mama Tot responded to Mercury saying that if everyone spoke to her the way that she just did, that, it would be so much easier to have these conversations. And the thing is that in and of itself is centering herself in the conversation. Like, I don't want to be that sanctimonious person who's like, well, no response is ever going to be good enough. You have to hear yourself. You have to hear yourself while you're saying these things, right? Like, you have to be hearing the way you're making this situation where a creator, specifically a trans creator, is telling you as a marginalized person how what you are saying and doing and the way you are saying and doing it is affecting them as a whole, like the community as a whole, and affecting her specifically, and still making yourself the center of it. Everything she's put out since has been basically her saying, I'm being bullied. I was being bullied. When I'm bullied, I back into a corner and I get quiet. When if people were saying the worst things to me, she's sharing these comments of the worst things that people are saying to her, which, fair. I mean, nobody should be saying these nasty things to you. Someone made a comment about her son who, like, she just lost him like 2 years ago, I think. That's horrific. What a horrible, horrible thing to say to anybody. In the same regard, though, these are the things she's posting.
Because at the end of the day, no matter who you vote for, whatever side you're on, I'm on your side. Always have been. You know what's really sad? Is that one of the creators that started these lies, rolled with it, she's not telling nobody I paid her mortgage last month because her husband left. And she didn't know what she was going to do. Before I sent her that money, I didn't ask her, who did you vote for? Because I'm not going to be bullied into turning my platform into all of this mess. I didn't say what they said I said. There would be evidence of that. And I've got some real haters. Trust me, they watch every move I make. They wait for me to say something wrong. Trust me. They wait for me to say something wrong. And nobody has footage of me saying these things.
Instead of saying, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I overlooked how this would sound, I didn't really fully realize this was such a stupid moment on my part, correct the information, and move forward. I just feel like a lot of times influencers make these things so much harder than they need to be. If that was not your intention, if you were not yelling at FEMA, if you were not spreading in misinformation, if you don't vote for Donald Trump, which she says she does not, because she's a good person, she thought that you could tell by her actions that she didn't vote for Trump, so then all the MAGA people were mad, and all the liberal people were mad. I can't imagine the shit she's seeing. To then go on and like center yourself in all of it just proves that that's not allyship. As Mercury said in her second response to Ophelia, people don't have to be nice to you to get the point across. They don't have to say things in a certain way that makes it more palatable for you to hear it.
You mentioned in your video that you wished more people spoke like me when it came to these difficult conversations. And to be honest, I don't think people should have to soften their words in order to be heard. Hey, Mercury from the future, I just realized that as I was editing this, I never clarified. This does not mean it's okay to threaten someone. It does not mean it's okay to use someone's trauma, like the loss of a child, to attack someone. That's diabolical and awful stuff. However, when people are criticizing someone and when they're critiquing their behavior, in the midst of all of that happening, when people are threatening you and everything else, it can feel like a personal attack. But we need to work through that and understand that that discomfort does not mean we shouldn't listen to them. Passion and frustration can be read as anger when it's really not. When you're having a political system that is constantly keeping you on your toes, and there are people constantly voting on your body autonomy, and there's people constantly voting against your own rights, that can make it really hard to have these conversations. I mean, it's like being in a burning building and expected to be like, can you please help me? Like, come on, of course you're going to be screaming when you're asking for help.
I don't think people should continue to pile on. I certainly don't think people should say things about her child. I don't think people should be hitting below the belt, but I think people are justifiably angry. I do think it's really funny that MAGA supporters got pissed at her for saying that she thought everybody knew that she didn't vote for Donald Trump because she's a good person who does good things. I just think that's funny. So yeah, that's basically where we're at with the Mama Tot thing. Let's talk about some other people who do some dumb shit without thinking.
James Charles.
Oh, Michaela Nagara, you weird woman. So Michaela Nagara is probably one of the worst types of influencers that are out there. I've made some videos in the past defending Michaela against some people, which I don't take back, I don't think. I haven't revisited it, but I don't think so. I know there was the situation with that one waitress who said that she was like horrible or whatever. I think that was the time that I came to her defense. But the other time I think I've spoken about her was for the Lashgate thing, which is basically when she was making a video for, I think it was a L'Oreal mascara, and she got busted by the internet, basically like pointing out the fact that she was wearing little wispies to sort of enhance the look of the product, which again is something that commercials and such do, but it is disclosed in fine print. And I think if an influencer is being paid at least 5 figures, I'm assuming, for this partnership, she should be disclosing that she is not giving a fully authentic review, because she's done it several times, and I just think that that's so gross. I get wanting money, okay? I want money too. I don't know if it's something like when you reach a certain status or you reach a certain amount of clout or money or whatever, that you just completely lose all of your integrity and your ability to discern, I don't know, moral and ethical right versus wrong.
James Chow says these blushes took years to perfect.
Years to perfect.
Years.
Years.
Let's see if they live up to the hype. Me to say I am obsessed with the packaging would be an understatement. I love this.
Why? It's bland and boring.
I'm not here to ride James's ass.
You are, though. That's the thing.
This packaging is impeccable. The fact that the paint swatch actually sticks out from the palette, and none of those swatches, by the way, on each one are the same. They all have a unique swatch, and then the color on the palette aligns with the color inside.
Oh my god! No way!
This is 11 out of 10 packaging for me. The color range, everything. I would wear every single color in this range. We also have the double-sided
what?
J15 brush. This is beautiful. I can attest that James's brushes are so good. I use his eye brushes all the time.
But remember, she's not here to ride his ass.
This is perfect for the cream and the powder. The packaging may be a slay, the brush may be a slay, the color range. What about the formula? Is it good? Each one comes with a mirror, which is incredible for travel, and then the cream has this nice air seal case.
Wow, this is all incredible. Never been done before.
Dolly Doll is calling my name, so I'm gonna go in with the brush, pigment, and I can tell this is creamy right when I touch it.
I think my favorite part about like the culture of like makeup content and beauty content is people pointing out pigment in products. Pigment is supposed to be pigmented.
I made sure to not lay any powder down because I don't want powder to disrupt the blush.
When did we start putting blush in our eyes, though?
Holy shit. Did you see how fast that blended in? I didn't even look in the mirror.
Oh my god.
Are you seeing this? That might be the most beautiful blush I've ever put on my face.
But she's not riding his ass, so don't ask her.
This formula... Shut up. Shut up!
You first! You first!
There's a reason that influencers come out with good products. They try so much shit that they know what sucks and what doesn't, and then they can create the perfect product. And this is absolutely insane.
I'm still confused. Are we doing new blush patterns now? Because this is straight up all the way under her eye. She looks like she has an infection. Like if you stare at her long enough, it looks like she's got an infection.
It's insanely beautiful. All right, now, I don't even need the powder because of how much pigment there is, but I am going to dip, still getting pigment, right into the powder. Gosh, I love this brush. Tap off the excess, and I'm just going to set this in place. Even with the powder, they have that glowy, beautiful finish.
Girl, you look like a clown.
James,
Okay, I'm gonna get roasted.
Yeah, you were gonna get roasted from the start, girl. Go on.
I think I like these more than the Patrick Ta.
Oh, you mean Patrick Ta, the one that people accused James Charles of stealing from? Cool, dude. Also, the fact that that's what she thought she was gonna get roasted over. Hold on, girl. Let's finish this TikTok.
I'm serious. Like, hello? This formula is I have to try another color. I just have to. I'll just reapply my foundation. I love the Patrick Ta duos, but I think I like this formula more. Okay, let's try this more watermelon shade.
Can you apply it directly into your eye?
You can do one on each side. I'm gonna use shade Strawberry Daiquiri, love the name, on this side. Oh, this color is a lot. It is. We do Tangelo on the other side. Do have to use a different brush just to keep it consistent. I normally would not reach for like an orange tangerine type shade. Oh my goodness, it is beautiful though. Look at this.
What is this blush culture? I don't get it. Because here's the thing. I put on a lot of, well, not a lot, but like I get a heavy coverage foundation because I don't want to look like I have hyperpigmentation. This just looks ridiculous. I mean, listen, I probably wouldn't judge anybody walking around with like a full face like this in my town. But like, I would be thinking about it. Like, why? And I'm not, listen, calm down. I'm not trying to like knock the culture of like makeup, right? Because for some people, makeup is therapy. It's calming, it's soothing, it's wonderful. It's this whole thing that they take great pleasure in. And I'm not knocking that, right? Totally get it, totally cool. Some people crochet, some people sew bodies together in their basement, some people do crystal meth, some people do their makeup. It's not a one size fits all world, you know what I'm saying? But like, that's a lot of blush under your eyes. Like, is this a new thing? Because I feel like every year there's a new place to put your blush on your face and a new degree to which we are wearing blush on our face.
Imagine these mixed together. Which one do you like more?
None of them. And I'll tell you why in just a sec.
It's honestly had to say. Okay, we'll try two more. I'm into this. Okay, I am reset. I want to go in with shade Pink Drink. This is a hot, very vibrant pink. Like how these are pretty customizable. Depending on how much you dip your brush will give you the amount of pigment you desire.
Wow, novel idea. More product on applicator equals more product and therefore pigment on face. Science is truly amazing.
Ooh, I love pink. This is absolutely beautiful. Are you freaking kidding? The last shade I want to try is Wine Night. This looks so beautiful. Imagine this for the holidays. I have a very fair skin tone, so we will see how this kind of shade looks on my particular skin tone. It's extremely pigmented. I would eat this color if I had some self-tanner on. You know what? It slays. Oh, James Charles.
That's what she says when she has an orgasm.
Oh, you ate with these. You fucking ate, my guy. And you can say whatever you want about James Charles. That's none of my business. But what you can't deny is that he knows his shit.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm gonna make it your business. And if you were a good person, you would make it your business too. Obviously, she was sent a PR package. But promoting someone who has admitted to sending lewd texts and photos to minors, promoting his product with not a care in the world because that fucking pigment ate. And it's none of your business. It should be your fucking business. Personally, if I had a colleague who I knew was preying on young boys, whether or not he still does, he did on more than one occasion and admitted to it and then deleted that admission and now shows up on the internet, which we're going to see in a minute. I would make that my business. I'm sorry. That's called morals. Having morals and ethics. Good ones. Your moral compass is broken, babe. And no amount of fucking swearing every 2 seconds or thick fake Boston accent will create the illusion that you are a good person. And you know what? The thing about it is it really grinds my gears because there are only a handful of people in that comment section of that TikTok that I just showed you of people saying to Michaela, like, hey dude, you're supporting a literal predator. No, actually, the top comment is James Charles himself saying, "I'm actually tearing up. What a thoughtful review. Thank you so much for your kind words and attention to detail. This means the world to me." And then under it, a comment that says, "Not a James Charles fan, but I fear I might need one of these blushes, crying emoji." Why is he still online? Great question. Except the response was from someone who says, "Why wouldn't he?" Great full sentence there. 'Cause he shouldn't be. James Charles is an example of a creator who should have had his entire platform taken away from him. It's my personal belief that if you use your platform to elicit or solicit anything from anybody that isn't on fucking Facebook Marketplace, and it's not like a shelf that your grandfather built or some shit. If you're trying to solicit sex from anybody, okay, as a public figure with a huge platform, and you are using your social media to prey on people, I'm not even just talking about the minors at this point. I think we all know how I feel about that. Relationships and hookups and pics and shit like that from people using your large platform of millions is so grossly irresponsible that I genuinely believe he is one of the people that should have had his social media taken away. The fact that he is allowed to continue to make millions of dollars with support from people turning the other way. I'm making a video soon about the cognitive dissonance of like fandoms, because this shit drives me insane. The fact that every like couple months I have to get on here and remind people of the transgressions of James Charles while he continues to make millions of dollars and be an asshole while doing it is astounding. This low-key sold me. No, because that insane blend makes me want to buy it now. Damn, I actually want this. Michaela Nagera is an influencer with also millions of followers. She is using her platform to turn a blind eye to something that has put children in danger. Honestly, this shit should have continued to follow James for forever, and the fact that so many people are willing to look the other way because he found a good formula for some fucking blushes is wild. It's wild to me. It is wild. And it never ceases to piss me off. But you know what? Maybe he's got some real shit going on. You know, maybe he's really going through it, and maybe we need to listen.
Today I learned a valuable lesson: never be fucking honest, especially not to the US government. I'm currently in Dublin, okay, flying home. Had a lovely 2-week tour over in the UK and Ireland. I bought myself a watch, okay, I bought myself a nice fucking rolly with the Damarant. It was very expensive, and I don't get myself gifts very often, and it's beautiful. I'm loving it, I'm so excited. And because I shopped in Ireland, okay, I get my fucking tax back. That's right, Uncle Sam, you get not a fucking penny. Well, apparently he did get a fucking penny, okay? I'm barely making this fucking flight. Oh my god, I'm gonna...
Okay, do you have time to swallow your saliva though? Because that'd be fucking swell.
I get to the fucking Dublin airport, and I'm like, I have my tax forms all filled out, ready to go. Okay, I'm ready to get this fucking 3,000 USD back of taxes. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. That's amazing, right? I get to the customs thing. I hand them my thing, and she's like, "Oh, do you have any expensive items to declare?" And I was like, "Yeah, I bought a watch. I need to find the money back for." And she's like, "Oh, you already passed that." And I was like, "Oh." Like, damn, that sucks, but like, okay, I just need to go, I need to get on my flight. And she's like, "Well, you admitted that you have something to declare." I'm like, "Yes, of course I do, I just told you that I have the forms in my backpack." She's like, "You need to come with me." I'm like, "Come with you to where?" "I need to go to my plane." She's like, "No, sorry, you admitted it, so you have to come to the fucking border patrol office." What?
What is this new thing where like what? Stop it. I don't care. 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 I hope it explodes. I don't care. The watch, not the plane. I cannot listen to rich people problems anymore. I cannot do it. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. I cannot do it. The fact that he was like, "Oh, it's fine. I don't have time to collect this $3,000. I gotta make my flight," is a testament to how wealthy he is. Because $3,000, I don't know, to me would be a lifesaver. To James Charles, it's fucking chump change. And then the audacity to complain about it on social media to people who, like me, don't have a fraction of that money is so fucking tone deaf. Like, I get wanting to tell a story. I get wanting to just get this off your chest because it blew your mind. I don't even know what the rest of the story is. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I can't watch that saliva move in his face. I can't. He's so fucking insufferable. To have the audacity to come online and complain about having to be pulled aside by Border Patrol for telling them that he had something to declare. I hate rich people. Not all rich people. I'm sure there's like 3 or 4 good ones. I also have some updates on the rug lady to walk us out of this episode. The rug lady we talked about, when did we talk about that? I don't know, recently. If you are not aware, for the full rundown of that, there's a video. I'll try to remember to link it up there. Basically, lady found rug in backyard, claims house was haunted, has been riding this story home. She got called out for it as she's been continuing to sort of perpetuate this story that like her house is haunted because she dug up a carpet in her backyard, which became national news. She said that her house was haunted because a bunch of stuff was moved and her laptop was broken and there could have been no other reason for it, blah, blah, blah. But coincidentally, she also dug up this rug while she was trying to put in a fence post. And then the rug became a whole debacle. It became national news. They had cadaver dogs come. They both hit on the rug, which is still super weird and suspicious. They dug the rug up. They didn't find anything. Police took the rug with them. Everybody moved on. And then now she's trying to ride the coattails of this haunting thing. What was the source of the break in my laptop, though? And she's still going. She had like a psychic come over. I don't know. It's been really weird. And now her audience is trying to encourage her to dig under her deck because one of the cadaver dogs, I guess, hit near the deck. So I don't know if that's her next endeavor. Everything about her gives me the heebie-fucking-jeebie. Like, the fact that she's still going. But I guess this woman, her name's Katie Santry, she also watched the Do We Know Them podcast because she just put this particular TikTok out the other day.
I just wanted to come on here really quickly and let you know that what you will never see on my page is being really fucking mean, spreading misinformation, spreading lies, and making a random 34-year-old mom in Ohio cry. That's what you won't see. I just had the pleasure of watching an 1.5-hour podcast of these 2 really, really kind girls talk about me and call me a clout goblin about 765 times. What I find to be ironic is that they have an 1.5-hour podcast talking about me. So who is the one chasing the clout here?
First of all, those girls have had a podcast long before you had the hole in your ground, babe. Welcome to the world of social media.
I don't know, but I don't think it's me. I don't think it's me. I sent a lovely DM asking to send them screenshots so that I can prove all of their lies wrong. Will they give a shit? Probably not. They don't seem like the kind of girls who would. So I just wanted to let you know what you will and will not see here on my page. Will I make you laugh? I hope so. Could I make you cry? I don't know. Maybe. I like to be vulnerable. I like to talk about hard shit. Did I end up with 2 million followers after this entire escapade? Yes, we can all fucking look at my profile and see that. Should I never post again because of it? Is every post I make ever again from now on for the rest of time clout chasing? What would you like me to do?
Stop acting like a crazy person. Like, literally all of her content is so like intense. Like, oh my god, now we're gonna have a psychic come and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Like, she's prolonging the same content, which I guess to some degree, if you're capitalizing on it, yes, it makes some sense, because from now on, no matter what you do anyway, you're always going to be the lady that had the rug in the hole in your backyard. Like, that's who you are. But that kind of shit, that kind of virality, that's a flash in the pan type of thing. So I would say find a new niche or go back to what you were talking about before, because the more you ride this whole like, oh my god, my house is haunted and I need to tell you about it every 15 seconds, the more you do look like a clout goblin.
Delete my TikTok and start over? I think that sounds silly. But let me tell you, I also think it's silly to spend an 1.5 hours in the Year of the Eras tour to go onto a podcast to bully someone who you don't know.
It's not like they went onto a podcast to bully you. First of all, bullying would be them sicking fans on you. Bullying you would be addressing you directly and telling you you're a liar. Bullying you would be sending incessant hate your way. Talking about you in a not positive light because everything you do, every move you have made is wildly suspicious. That's not bullying. And it's also their podcast. They talk about shit all the time.
To bully someone who was absolutely fucking normal and had 5,000 followers 2 weeks ago and was posting about her miscarriage. That's what you choose to do with your time? That's what you choose to do with your voice? That's what you choose to do with your platform?
Girl, get over yourself. Because you used to make miscarriage content because you had a miscarriage, no one's allowed to ever speak negatively about you on anything that is unrelated. Sorry, this doesn't make me feel less like you're a clout goblin. It actually makes me feel like you're more of a clout goblin.
You do you, girls. It won't be here. It won't be happening here. So you can trust that anytime you see me on your feed, it will be fucking kindness. It will be laughter. It could be tears. It will be anything but bullying.
It's not bullying. It's commentary. Like, their podcast is commentary. What are you talking about? Tell me you don't understand how the internet works without telling me.
Oh, hi, editing me here. I just wanted to point out that last night I was getting information for this little video and I stumbled across the fact that Katie was live. And in an effort to help her combat the clout goblin narrative, I want to share with you a few things that she said on this live.
You guys are just like helping me decide what my brand is right now. I hope you know that this is, I've got a manager and you guys are the ones helping me decide what my job is going to become. Why do I have a manager? So when all of this happened, I had a lot of people reaching out. And when I was talking to Chris Olsen, he was like, let me get in a group text. Let me get you in a group text with my manager and I. If you're in Club Chris, you already know this because he told the whole story there. But he started a group text with his manager and myself, and they have been helping me navigate the amount of inquiries that I have gotten. I just got a sponsored, a brand that wants to sponsor me. So cool. Yeah, I love storytelling. There's nothing I love more than a good fucking story.
Anyway, I think that's all we have for TikTok updates. Thanks for being here. What are your thoughts about any of this? Leave them below. I dare you. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one, I guess. Bye.
588-2304.
Stainless steamer,
Tough on dirt.
gentle on carpet.
I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug.